Continuing from where we stopped last time, use your body language. So you should always reciprocate, in the sense, if you're listening, show to the speaker that you're listening. Don't just listen, but also show that you're listening. It gives confidence to the speaker to speak even more, or to pay attention more towards you. Because if you're just sitting there like a statue, the speaker will not be able to understand whether you're actually understanding or no. But if you're nodding your head, you're conveying it through body language that yes, the topic is interesting, yes, you're understanding. Ask questions through your body language. Also make sure the speaker gains confidence that you're understanding what he's trying to say. It's these are short gestures what you can do for the speaker who has been talking incessantly for you to understand the topic. Otherwise, the speaker may also lose interest if there is dead audience sitting. Share what you feel, share what you think, how you can relate to the speaker, what topic interests you the most, what did you like the most, or any feedback to the speaker you can give, so that it can help him improve even better the next time. Give your full attention. This will happen only when you limit your distractions. Pace the conversation. Dialogue opening is very important. Communicate, let it be a two-way flow, not just one-way communication. That speaker also feels okay, the audience is interested in the subject. Be communicative, ask questions, raise your hands. That also paces the conversation, gives an additional enhancement to the session. Ask meaningful questions and recall previous information. Now, there can be certain barriers in effective listening. Barriers means hindrances, some difficulties in listening. There can be physical barriers. Sometimes the person is at a place where there's a lot of background music going on. Sometimes the person may be partially deaf, or hearing impairment ho sakta hai usko. That is again one type of a barrier where he's unable to hear. Or maybe he can hear only when the speaker is louder. There can be emotional barriers where you just refuse to listen because you are not in a mood to listen. You are upset, you are tired, you are angry, or whatever. Psychological barriers, sometimes you are mentally somewhere else. Sometimes you think this topic is beyond my understanding, I'll not be able to understand, so you come with a preconceived mindset. Cultural barriers, there can be language barriers, there can be time pressure. The speaker, no matter how good he or she is, but you are running out of time, so you will not be able to listen to him or her effectively. So again, that can be a listening barrier कि जल्दी जल्दी में आधी चीज़ें ही सुन ली and then you just left. Language barrier, I am speaking in Tamil and you don't understand Tamil, that is a language barrier. Pace of speech, sometimes the speaker is so fast that you cannot understand half of what he's saying. So the speaker should maintain an appropriate speed, neither too slow nor too fast. So it should be as per the audience. Sometimes the audience is very smart and they want to go on quickly. Sometimes the topics are new for them, they take time to process it, to adapt to it. So you should identify the audience first and then plan accordingly. Tone of voice, sometimes the tone of voice is very loud, you just feel like closing your ears. Sometimes the tone of voice is very low, even after using a mic. SMA also the audience can lose interest because there is no energy in the voice. So ऐसे cases में you lose interest, you don't feel like listening to the speaker, no matter how smart or intelligent he is. Interruptions, you take a lot of interruptions while speaking, or the speaker is getting too many calls in between, or he is at a stretch or in a flow, he's not able to explain things, he's taking a lot of pauses in between. That again loses interest of the audience. Information overload, now you have to again the speaker has to decide this depending upon the target audience, depending upon the kind of audience he has. If there are school going children, if there are college going children, information overload नहीं करना चाहिए, because students की brain का भी एक capacity होता है. You are teaching one subject but they are learning 7 other subjects. सो इन्फॉर्मेशन उतना ही शेयर करो जितना उनके लिए रेलिवेंट है, जितना वो अब्जॉर्ब कर सकते हैं, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन देयर मूड, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन देयर IQ, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द स्टैंडर्ड इन विच दे आर स्टडिंग. सो इन्फॉर्मेशन ओवरलोड अगर हो गया, देन ऑल्सो पीपल लूज इंटरेस्ट बिकॉज दे जस्ट स्टॉप लिसनिंग एट वन पॉइंट एंड दे विल बी लाइक ओ माई गॉड ये कब ख़त्म होगा. एंड बायसनेस, डोंट बी अंडर द बायसनेस कि इसको तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है, या फिर ये जो भी समझाएगा मुझे तो समझेगा ही नहीं. दिस इज़ वॉट इज़ बायसनेस. यू कम विथ अ प्री कंसीव नोशन इन योर माइंड. या फिर जेंडर बायस, प्रोफेशन बायस, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. और इनडायरेक्ट कंपैरिजन, अरे द अर्लियर वन वॉज बेटर दैन दिस वन. This can also lead to biasness, and no matter how good the speaker is, you will end up not understanding a word because तुमने start ही इस mindset से किया कि इसको कुछ नहीं आता, या फिर इसके ये जो भी बोलेगा मुझे समझेगा नहीं. So that should not be done.